Most car owners have no idea what their vehicle is truly capable of. Hidden deep within the electronics and design are functions that manufacturers never explain. These are not glitches, they're real features, deliberately obscured. And you've likely been driving for years without ever noticing. Take the window control trick. In many cars, if you hold the unlock button on your key fob, all windows will roll down at once. A feature perfect for hot days, yet it's rarely mentioned in manuals. Some vehicles even allow you to roll them up the same way, but only if enabled in hidden settings. Now look at your fuel gauge. That tiny arrow next to the gas pump icon? It quietly tells you which side your fuel cap is on. A lifesaver at unfamiliar gas stations. Still, almost no one notices because no one tells you to look. Here's another one. Your sun visor likely extends sideways. Slide it out to block sun from the side window. A crucial detail, especially during low sunset drives. But most drivers never discover this feature on their own. Ever wondered what happens after you shut off the engine on a cold day? In some vehicles, pressing a climate control button activates residual heat mode. It uses leftover engine warmth to keep the cabin heated for a few extra minutes, but only if you know the secret button combo. What about your rear headrests? In certain cars, they fold down at the press of a button, improving rear visibility. Others can be removed and even used as emergency glass breakers. Safety features, silently waiting. Then there's diagnostic mode. A hidden menu triggered by holding specific buttons on the dash. It shows error codes, sensor data, and internal readouts. No tools needed. But this isn't in the manual. It's meant for dealers, not drivers. And still, these are just the beginning. The question is, why hide them? What else have they kept from you? Most cars have a secret mode you can access without any tools. It's called engineering mode, and it's hidden behind a specific sequence of button presses. Once activated, it reveals data like engine temperature, voltage, speedometer calibration, and even system diagnostics. No manual ever mentions it.
Why?
Then there's your key fob. Many think it just locks and unlocks the car. But in certain models, holding the trunk button for several seconds triggers emergency light signals or even disables motion sensors. It's intended for security, but only if you know how to use it. Now, think about your rear view mirror. If you've got an auto-dimming one, there's often a manual override. Pressing and holding the button disables the sensor temporarily, useful in foggy or low visibility conditions. But few ever test it. Ever noticed a small square near your door handle or trunk? That's not decorative. It's a hidden NFC or RFID reader, designed to recognize keyless entry signals or backup tags. In emergencies, it can be the only way in, yet it's never labeled. In some cars, holding the windshield washer for longer than 3 seconds activates headlight cleaning, even if your headlights aren't visibly dirty. This drains a separate fluid tank, meant only for high-performance lights. It's undocumented, yet real. Another one. Some vehicles allow you to adjust the brightness of internal ambient lights through the infotainment menu. But it's buried behind at least 5 taps, a design that seems intentional, as if they didn't want you to customize it easily. Don't forget your wipers. If you turn off the ignition mid-swipe, many cars freeze the blades in position.
Why?
So you can lift them without interference during winter. But almost no driver uses this because no one told them how. All these functions are built in. They're not hacks. They're not mods. They're official. Yet buried so deep, most drivers never discover them. So ask yourself, why would a company hide features you already paid for? In most modern vehicles, your automatic gear shifter can be overridden manually. There's usually a hidden slot or latch, often covered by plastic, that lets you shift out of park even when the battery is dead. It's essential in emergencies. But unless you read the fine print, you'll never know it's there. Your interior lights might also have a secret. In some models, holding the dome light switch activates theater mode. Lights fade slowly after you exit. Others even link it to your locks. But again, these aren't obvious and rarely explained. Pay attention to your hazard lights. Some cars flash in different patterns depending on why they were activated. Double taps, long holds, or high-speed braking can trigger different behaviors. It's more than just blinking, it's communication. Take a look at your headrests again. Did you know that in some vehicles, they're designed to detach and be inserted backwards for whiplash protection? A subtle, hidden engineering detail, but never advertised. Another overlooked element, your seatbelt adjuster. Most drivers leave it at default height, but adjusting it properly can change how the airbag interacts with your body during crash. This isn't just comfort, it's survival. Ever tapped your key fob in rapid sequence? In some cases, triple pressing the lock button activates anti-theft mode or engages immobilizer functions. No beeps, no lights, just silent security. But if you don't know it exists, it won't protect you. Some climate systems include pollen or smog detection, automatically switching to recirculation mode when air quality drops. But these systems don't alert you. You might drive through heavy pollution with no idea that protection was silently activated. These features were built for real-world problems, but they were buried under layers of menu options, hidden panels, or undocumented behavior, as if someone wanted you dependent on service centers, not self-reliant. Did you know your sun visor might slide sideways? In some vehicles, after flipping it to the side window, you can pull it outward, covering more of the glass. It's a small feature, but in harsh sunlight, it makes a big difference. Yet hardly anyone uses it. Your fuel cap might have more than a tether. On certain models, it doubles as a pressure valve. When loosened slowly, it can release built-up vapors safely. If you open it too fast, you risk triggering check engine lights, or worse. Look closely at your headlight switch. Beyond auto mode, there's often a parking lamp option. It turns on specific exterior lights without draining the full system. Useful during roadside stops or overnight parking. But almost nobody touches it. Many cars allow you to set a speed warning, a soft chime if you exceed a chosen limit. Hidden deep in the dashboard menu, this feature could save you from tickets. But if it's off by default, most drivers will never bother to activate it. Check your trunk area. Some vehicles include hidden compartments beneath the floor, not just for spare tires, but for tools, flares, or emergency kits. They're discreet and easily missed unless you lift the entire floor panel. Check your trunk area. Some vehicles include hidden compartments beneath the floor, not just for spare tires, but for tools, flares, or emergency kits. They're discreet and easily missed unless you lift the entire floor panel. Some side mirrors dip downward automatically in reverse. But you can often choose which one, or disable it completely. Buried in your settings, this feature helps you park safely, but it only works if you configure it first. Again and again, these aren't aftermarket tricks. They're engineered features, locked behind obscure actions. Why hide something that improves safety and comfort? The answer might not be technical, it might be intentional.